login. No, don't go to the next video.
Hello.
I said don't go to the next video. Oh. Well, I could have planned this a little better. Oh god, my camera's all messed up now. Oh, there we go. Nope, still too high. Ha. Hello everybody. Hello adventurers. And welcome to Spooky Time with Chris Grimoire. Whoa. Let's get a little light on myself. Alright. I am very excited because on my last stream, this is by far one of my favorite genres of horror. Cosmic horror. Now, obviously, it goes without saying, or it should go without saying, that the man who technically invented cosmic horror is a piece of human garbage given by his time and should not be looked up to by any means. But thankfully, these days, his works are being reclaimed and redone by people who are not horribly racist. And it is by far my favorite genre of horror. I love cosmic horror. So, without further ado, we are going to be playing Whoa. One second. Interesting. My laptop has not been doing good these days. That may change soon, depending. There we go. Aha. So without further ado, we are going to be playing The Call of Cthulhu. I am very small. Hello. Hi. I got this cool robe. This cool cultist robe. It's all shiny. So we are going to be playing Call of Cthulhu, as you can see on PS5. Because it was decided to do that for some reason. So, let's begin. I did start the game before to make sure that it worked properly. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor, sleeping pills. He is now private detective in trouble in case, able to lift him from his torpor. Okay, good. Let's do that slower this time. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Lots of echo. Well, let's see. Yep, there's a lot of things on the same audio channel. Hello, test, 1, 2, 3. Is the echo still there? Where art thou? Where is my stream? Much better. Good. Okay. You go away. Thank you. So let's try that one more time. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. I dropped my controller. Also, welcome to stream, Cthulhu Fatagan. Cthulhu Fatagan. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Oh. Well, I certainly hope Spooky isn't in chat. God damn, that's a gruesome scene already. We're starting off great. We're starting off fantastic. Let's get into cultist mode. Okay, cultist mode activated. Hello, Mr. Cthulhu. I wish to worship you. Fish. More fish. Press circle to crouch. No. Damn. Just use one of the sharks. Look, there's a chain right here. Just pull on the chain. What's over here? Nothing. Awesome. Circle to crouch. Thanks. Lol. More chains. More impassable chains. Damn you. Curses. Counter darkness, you must... When an object can be picked up, press X. Okay. Hurricane lamp. I should probably bring up my dashboard. In case anybody follows or something. Oh. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. No dashboard. No dashboard. There we go. Okay, I keep forgetting that happens when you hover over it. Bolt cutters. Ha-ha! The chains are no longer any match to me. That was a sentence that I just said. I speak English. Okay. Okay. Let's turn down the music a little bit so I can turn up my system volume. I do wish to apply settings. There we go. Hello, Mr. Spooky Voice.
What a putrid offering.
Cthulhu Flatagan. Yeah, Cthulhu Flatagan. Flatagan. Cthulhu Flatagan. Fuck. Cthulhu Flatagan.
You have been chosen.
I will fight. That sounded like bad Discord audio.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Is that me? Am I dead? Nope. I'm dead. F. Big F. Oh, I have awoken. I was doing a big dream.
I hate whiskey.
Oh man, he's gonna be one of these guys. Tough, gruff man. Yeah. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private English is difficult. My private detective agency, contracted with the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. So much stuff to interact with. Is that a glass of whiskey? Is that another glass of whiskey? Goddamn. Who's honking? Watch where you're going. Have a drink. This will affect your destiny. Oh. Welp. U.S. is voted dry. What does that mean? Anyways,
Been a while since
can't read that
jotted
shit.
down something other than my nightmares.
Hey. Oh. Eloquence, strength, medicine, occultism, psychology, spot hidden. Sanity. Ooh, and the what? I'm sorry, Cthulhu. I promise I'll do better. Just relax. Relax. Okay. Mental trauma, nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Mousargon offensive. I probably butchered that. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Oof. Dark water. Inventory. I got a lighter. 10, 7, 18. Lost Battalion. My old lighter that I engraved in the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. More drink. I like that. I hate whiskey. Drinks whiskey. Let's try to read this. A momentous day in the world's history. Ratifies dry amendment. Why is that, prohibition? Well, you won't be able to drink whiskey for long, boyo.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside of the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Oof. Dirty. Is this DMCA? Sir? I'm gonna ask you to stop, please. Who the hell?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield.
Hello.
In charge of investigators over at Wentworth.
Hi, Lucy.
I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of the skill. What kind of person should I play? Oh, I totally missed investigation. Let's see. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. That seems useful. Psychology represents the knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior. Spot hidden is pretty obvious. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussion. Strength, pretty obvious. Medicine, pretty obvious. Let's go. 4 points into occultism. And 4 points into psychology. Perfect. Validate. Yes.
For this information, Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up to date. I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Strength build only. Goodbye. No speech, only
I'm
bonk.
coming.
Big sword swish swoosh. Ooh, the fuck?
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Nope.
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector.
Apparently,
All
yes.
of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead.
F.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
He's
I
a
want
terrible
you to
private
look
investigator.
Carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
It's like, you have no
What
proof.
am I supposed to find?
Tell me,
That's your
tell
job,
me if
bro.
this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
I love that. It's like every time he asks, like, hey, could you investigate this? It's like, you don't have proof? It's like, no, that's why I'm hiring you. To get proof. It's like, what am I supposed to find? I don't know, man. That's your job. Investigation.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Consult's diary. Okay, anyways. Let's see.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it's unreliable, but I can make out parts of an address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. A police report. It says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insisted on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life there with only their son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Let's see, something's not right with the story. You shouldn't take this painting lightly. I read more about her mental frailty. Find out about Warehouse. Where did Sarah Hawkins live?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay, good. I thought I was going to block me. Who's a honkin'? Shouldn't take this painting lightly.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
It's me, knock knock bitch. Go away. I'm trying to summon Cthulhu here. Cthulhu Fatagan. Eh. It's not actually me, I'm home. How could you lie to me like this? How dare you? Where does Sarah Hawkins live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Read about her mental fragility.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Can people do that? Just go on the internet and post lies? No. Come on. I mean, everyone knows that you can only post the truth, and that if you're a child, you must ask your parents' permission to go on websites. It is the law. We don't want to break the law. Investigation personal. Something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Dun, dun, dun.
The sender's label mentions where...
That's right.
And you think...
That is what you go to...
Okay.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up.
Wasn't that
An
loud?
artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Stop honking out there. Ah, what did I just say? You cannot be in that much of a hurry. Let's see.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
First try.
But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. but it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century, led by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long, abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? Nobody knows. Today's inhabitants, the sons and daughter of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious, tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Okay.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Ma'am? Stop it.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore they would put an end to the nightmares. But for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Sag.
I used to be an avid reader.
What happened?
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay. What? A dense work aimed at the interns of young practitioners. This first volume lists all the illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment.
I used to be an avid reader.
Word on the street is he used to be an avid reader. I don't know.
I used to be an avid reader.
Not quite sure.
I used to be an avid reader.
I think he's illiterate.
I used to be an avid reader.
Poor guy.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Used to be an avid reader.
I used to be an avid reader.
Alright, time to head out.
I used to be an avid reader.
The Sarah Hawkins case. Trophy earned, Pog. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue she left her father, a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be a starting point for Pierce's investigation. Melandris, is that you? No. Had to get that last reminiscent thought out of the way. About how an avid reader he used to be. No, that wasn't a reminiscent thought. That was an intrusive thought. Starting point. Chapter 2. No. I hate it here. Focus Home Interactive presents Game by Cyanide Studios. Oh. It's an interesting name. What's up?
We're almost there.
Thanks. Thanks. Spoopy. It's spoopy here. The Scylla. What a welcoming looking town. Damn, you picked that up like a fucking champ.
There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Tourist trap, TBH.
A sad story that we would all prefer.
Beautiful tropical
Charles
island.
Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Darkness.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Bruh.
A nice young woman and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
The Harbor
I'm going for a
Masters.
look around the docks.
The Harbor Masters. Welcome to Darkwater. Go to the bar, you'll find the information you need. Harbor Master. Prohibition.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Really nailing it in that it's in Massachusetts.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If you force it too much, we'll break everything.
Damn.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
An omen.
It's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh,
You're an omen.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The Great Dreamer.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah?
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
This town's finished.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Damn, there's just straight up no breaks between voice lines at all. It's like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Nice day we're having, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's like, guys, take a breath. Jesus. Oh, sorry, not Jesus. Cthulhu. Great Cthulhu. Cthulhu for dogging. Cthulhu for dogging. Cthulhu for dogging. What shysters? Hello. Shysters. Rude. Oh.
Hey, be careful.
Get fucking wrecked.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Let's see.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Fair enough. No prohibition around here.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Sarah
What can you
Hawkins.
tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
You'll feel better.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
It's fine. It's true that they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Listen, man, some people who make some of the darkest books I've ever seen, darkest movies, darkest shows, are some of the actually fucking coolest people ever.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Give me alcohol.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back
Dockwater.
sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
F.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
What?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
You're a little tight-lipped, ain't you?
That'll be all for now.
You still got a problem? Bitch. I'll fucking stab you. I'm gonna take this and just fucking... Shing. Shing. What's up?
He said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said
Yikes. Sounds like the asylum isn't a good place to be.
She will do it again, you know.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or whatever remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of a formidable toothed whale's. A catation that is already being called the miraculous catch. Covered the whole deck, and its parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, its unmatched in its quality and plentiful, nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves. Bringing in an end to the famine, from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Special events. Special evening at the Stranded Whale.
The girl, doctor. Cold. She won't stop at.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that was a whale. Just a theory, though.
I know.
Hey.
nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Sooner be snug in a death-fall pub, drinking of strong beer. I had the wing of the girly boys.
Banger.
Do you like our song?
Yep.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Oh, excuse me.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
That was definitely not a will. You seem way too important to talk to right now. Okay, fine. I'll talk to her.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Rude. I want the whiskey, damn it. What's this? Well, it's not a bathroom.
She won't stop asking.
Alright. Where to next? Oh, hey. Another hurricane lamp. That's shooting out ominous green smoke. We love those. What this?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Sheesh.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
You're rusty.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. I'm guessing that woman in the bar was Cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
You the harbor master? The harbor master? Where are they?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Probably is. Okay.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Damn. I wish I could find the true meaning of entire manifests just by looking at them. For a brief second. Learning Medicine, Volume 2. Oh yes. Medicine progression. Whoops. Ooh, stairs. What is up here, I wonder?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on a bridge of a ship He has a wooden leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
I always thought it was macabre. I mean, it might be. Who knows? They're probably both right. Where did he say he was going to be? I thought he was going to be out here. Oh. What's up?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I thought fishing stopped in 1947.
I'm surprised Charles
1847.
Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Talk about Darkwater. Who's Cat?
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
This photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
True, actually. Real and true.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did.
I shall be
Goodbye.
on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Let's see. Get inside warehouse 36. What's up? Hello. 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 Goodbye. Okay. Awfully empty town. Suspicious. Ooh. Parked like this. I should give them a parking ticket. I was about to say speeding ticket, but they're literally going 0 miles an hour. So, you know. It's notoriously hard to give speeding tickets to stationary vehicles.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
There is a hidden something here. Haha. This lever activates the mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Great. Now how do I get up there? Oh, a ladder. How convenient. This game is very dark.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the handle. Okay. Ah, there's another hidden object. Is it up here somewhere? This winch is being a real shyster. Whoa. Interesting. Hello. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Alright, before I continue, I want to see if I can get in front of the warehouse. So, hello.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
You're not scared of their boss?
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
What are bootleggers doing around here?
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Yeah, I would look at that thing and say, oh yeah, that's what I need. random non-specific metal doohickey. Right? He knew that was immediately. He's a damn good PI, I guess. Ooh, I can run.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Yeah, buddy, something tells me that your fishing here ain't gonna be that great. Just a theory. Whoa. Chill. Alright. Get out of your hair. What is this? Interesting. Oh. Ah, look at these nondescript, totally not runes.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Cthulhu Platagan. Yes. Ah, yes. Classic investigation.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, there's a padlock there. I was like, what the fuck? But yes, yes, of course. I require investigation in order to break locks. That makes perfect sense. These bones? This is just normal here? What's up?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Who are these guys?
Two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
So you're not fishermen anymore?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Rip.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Anyways, enjoy alcoholism. Now, let's talk to these two guys over here. Wrong way. These two guys over here.
Come on, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Spying on people, Pog. Hey, gentlemen.
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
This was probably a bad idea.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
I didn't
Who do you
say
think
anything.
defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Oof. You want to know how I got these scars?
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
I'm gonna sneak into the warehouse now. Bye. What's up?
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know.
Hell yeah.
There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
That's fine.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Tell me everything you know.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
I'm gonna go up
What
there.
do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
I'm gonna go bother him. I am a menace to society.
That's no way to treat an omen.
That's no way to treat an omen. No sirree, no way to treat an omen. Okay, let's get into the warehouse. Where's the ladder? Here it is. Ratchet thing. Sure. Yo, is there more? Bruh. I need 3 entire things. Eh. What's this?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Gross. Anywho. Is there anything over here? Where is this last item? This last random doohickey. Oh, found it. Cogwheel.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
All right. There we go.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Aha! Got him. You know, I thought that was underwater and I'd have to go for a swim, but now it's looking more like a cavern with creepy green smoke. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Oh, boy.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Oh, I am gonna have to go in the water. Haha. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh. Oh no. Seaweed. Oh.
This is primitive.
That's just rude. I made it.
This place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
I don't know, but I'm guessing it's that has to do with that glowing green thing. Ouch. Oh.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
What? I'm confused as to what just happened. I don't know what just happened.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
What's up?
You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there.
Ouch.
They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Got him.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Okay.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Doesn't look very burned down. In fact, it looks perfectly fine. Wait a minute, he has a cut there. Is he the one that Cat opened to smile?
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Old Winchester, eh?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
True. Let's go.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
You ever just, like, gotten hit with, like, a huge wave of just tiredness?
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
It's called remodeling. 1693.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrating the graves.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
True.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor guy. Alright, let's go.
Poor kid.
Poor kid. How do I go? Oh, that way. Farewell. Okay, I think I gotta end it here. I'm just suddenly very, very, very tired. Alright. Goodbye, everybody. I love you all.